Hi guys and welcome to DriveSpark. I'm Promeet and today what we are driving is the all-new Mercedes-Benz GLE 450. This is the petrol version and this is the facelifted version of the GLE. So let's quickly start this video and I'll tell you what all has changed in this SUV. So first of all, let's start off with the front end of the car. Now, the very first thing you will notice is that now this car gets an all-new grille. With the previous GLE, you used to get double slats and a logo in between. Now you get a single slat and the logo, and you also have the mesh that has the three-pointed star. So it gets an all-new grille. It gets an all-new headlight. Where in the previous generation one, you used to get the DRLs, the two slats for the DRLs. Now you get a single slats and the bits and pieces of that looks really amazing. It's a full LED cluster and it has excellent throw. Apart from that, you get an aggressive bumper. That's a part of the AMG kit. Now the AMG kit includes the bumpers and the alloys, nothing else in the car. So as you can see that the bumper is, it really is aggressive, and that is because it is the part of the AMG line. Apart from that, the front end, you get a front parking camera, and yeah, that's about it. So if you move to the side, now you get 20-inch AMG wheels instead of 19-inch AMG wheels. Now these 20-inch dual tone wheels, they look really nice, complement the overall size of the car, and you also have the AMG branding on them. Apart from that, you can see that very little chrome has been used on the side. Chrome is there on the front and the back. On the side, you will also notice that the silhouette and the body shape of the SUV remains the same. Nothing has changed apart from the wheels. So you get these 20-inch wheels, and you also get a sideboard, and apart from that, you get roof rails, a massive panoramic sunroof, and a shark fin antenna. If you move to the rear, you will see that now you get refreshed tail lights. The inserts inside the tail lights have now become new, and apart from that, what else is new is the GLE 450 badging. So since it's a petrol, you have a 450 badging, and since this is the all-wheel drive version, the 4Matic version, you have a 4Matic badging as well. Apart from that, you have a spoiler, then you have an integrated high stop mount light. You also have a wiper along with a washer, and you have chrome at the lower part of the bumper, where obviously the exhaust, you can see two tips, but obviously the exhaust are underneath it, and yeah, it looks overall good. This vehicle has very good road presence, and yeah, so overall these were the changes that the company has done to the exterior of the all-new GLE. So since we're talking about size, let's talk about the boot space of this vehicle. So now this vehicle gets a 630 liter of boot space. That is actually very massive. It can actually house two seats behind, but yeah, there are no seats. You also get 60-40 split. That can be the seats at the rear. The second row can be electronically toggled down, so you can get more space, and they can electronically come up, so you don't have to manually do it. You have a button, just press the button and the seats will go down, and they will come up depending on if you want more space for your luggage. Apart from that, you also have a ride height increaser and decreaser button at the boot. So when you're loading luggage, if you want the ride height to be a little lower, because if the luggage is heavy, so you can do that, and the rear suspension will go down and it'll adjust automatically once you close the boot. So yeah, 630 liters. If you fold down, it's over 2000 liters. That's a lot of space. You can literally put down a mattress and go to sleep. So now let's come to the interiors of this vehicle. On the inside, first of all, when you enter the cabin, you will notice that now it gets a new steering wheel. It's not an AMG steering wheel, but this is what you get on the latest Mercs, and you get this massive MBUX system where you have this touch screen, and there's a little cluster, ton of information about this. You can connect your phone and get a lot of information from that as well. You have wood finish all over. There's soft touch materials, and you also get this interior that's finished in beige, but Merc obviously offers you a darker interior, so you have another shade. So you just get two interior options. One is this and one is a dark tan option. So I think both look very nice, but this will be a little hard to maintain because obviously it's beige, it's light in color. Apart from that, you get a Burmester sound system. Sounds terrific, just awesome. You also get a heads-up display that can be adjusted. Obviously you can switch it off, get a ton of information on that. Even the off-road mode that you have, The off-road information can also be accessed on the heads-up display while you're driving, so you don't have to look at the screen every time you're off-roading. Now, apart from that, another thing that has been added is now the seats. So now it gets ventilated seats for the driver as well as the passenger. So you get ventilated and heated seats, and now you can control. There is one more button over here, so you can control the passenger seat via this. Basically, this is called the boss mode. So once you're sitting behind, you can tell your chauffeur if you want to move your seat ahead. So he'll press a button over here, and then he'll be able to move this seat ahead, behind, or however you like it. Apart from that, again, as I mentioned, soft touch materials everywhere. Yeah, the seats are really comfortable. Got very good bolsterings. It's got a good under thigh support. It's got good side bolsterings, and yeah, obviously for a long drive, it is just awesome. You will not get tired at all. The rear seats, obviously, they are also nice since it's a GLE. You have a lot of space, and the rear seats are also adjustable. They are power adjustable for the headrest, backrest, and you can move them forward and behind. And another thing that's electrical is the sunshade that's present at the rear. So you get electrical adjustable sunshades, and obviously a big panoramic sunroof that opens all the way up to behind, so that you get a massive view of what's happening on the outside on a good rainy day, or like if the weather is very nice outside. Obviously right now it's too sunny, so you don't want to open the sunroof, but yeah, it's got a massive panoramic sunroof that goes all the way to the back. So yeah, that sums up the interior. So now let us talk about the engine of this vehicle. So this is powered by a 3-liter straight 6 turbo petrol engine that pumps out around 380 PS of power and 500 Nm of peak torque. Well, this also has a 48 volt integrated starter generator, where there is an electric motor that assists and gives you more power. In terms of numbers, 15 bhp and 200 Nm when you push the car hard, so the electric motor works and gives you that extra power when it is required. Well, the electric motor gives the engine a little bit of push, so the engine can be a little relaxed, and because of that you get a little more mileage. So as far as mileage is concerned, I mean, this car within the city is giving us around maybe around 10 to 11. It's fluctuating between that, but on the highway, I think if you keep a light foot and you have cruise control, well, you will obviously I mean, get a little more mileage out of it. Apart from that, suspension is again very nice. You have Air-Matic suspension. So the Air-Matic suspension, what it does is, it obviously, you can raise the ride height of the vehicle and decrease it, but if you raise it and drive it at a particular speed, I think post 80 kilometers an hour is where the suspension goes down and the car settles down. Acceleration wise, this car, I mean, it's a big vehicle, but 380 bhp and 500 Nm means that if you floor it, it will just keep on pulling. And more claims that this car can do a 0 to 100 in 5.6 seconds. So we'll be checking that, and we'll be putting out a reel. So please stay tuned to our Instagram as well, because we'll be putting out a reel if this car can do a 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in under 6 seconds. More claims 5.6 seconds, but let's see if it does it under 6 seconds. Well, this car is really fast. It's got a good brisk acceleration. Well, however, it does not get a sport mode. It gets a sport mode on the gearbox. Well, it does not get a sport mode. It gets an off-road mode. It gets a comfort and an eco mode. So yeah, that is how the all-new GLE is to drive. The engine is really silent. I mean, when you start the car on idling, the engine cannot be heard. It absolutely feels like you're in an electric car. But once you just press the throttle, like even 30 to 35%, and the vehicle starts rolling because of the amount of power it has. So yeah, guys, I mean, the all-new GLE 450, especially the petrol version, is really nice, and you pay a really good price for this as well. So if you talk about the pricing, this car is priced at rupees 1.1 crore. That's 1 crore 10 lakh rupees, and that's an ex-showroom price. So I think on-road depends on where you stay. So on-road pricing will vary somewhere between 1.3 to 1.4 depending on where you buy the car from. So yeah, you definitely pay a big price for this, but you get a lot of features. And obviously, as safety, now this car gets 9 airbags, ABS, traction control, hill hold assist. And there's one safety feature that I will really request Merc to, if they can just give an option for it to switch off continuously, is the active braking. Once you sit in the car and switch it on, you definitely have to switch off the active braking assist, because what it does is, it's a very nice feature. Suddenly someone comes in between, the car detects it and brakes. But Indian driving conditions, trust me, if people are continuously crossing the road. So someone will definitely rear end you if the car stops immediately, and it'll be your fault. So yeah, again, Merc, if for Indian cars, we can keep it off, and whenever we need it, we can put it on. If we can do that, it'll be really great. Otherwise, it's a very good feature. So yeah, guys, this was the all new Mercedes-Benz GLE 450, the petrol version. You also have it in the diesel version as well. Well, the pricing, as I mentioned earlier, is priced, this car, especially the petrol one, is priced at 1.1 crore ex-showroom. And if you need to know anything else about this vehicle, please mention down in the comment section and we will get back to you. Until then, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share and subscribe to social media channels. I'm Promeet signing out. See you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, be safe and drive safe.